What was the cause of death? Would you like to learn why? That is the first question I ask when evaluating a possible wrongful death case. Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. When a family member calls me and their loved one has died, one of the first questions I ask is, what was the cause of death? Now, the reality is that many times the family will not know what the cause of death was unless an autopsy has been done. Now, for those of you who don't know, an autopsy is a clinical, detailed examination of a person who died by a doctor who's a specialist known as a pathologist. And the purpose of that examination is really to determine what was the cause of death. Now, in many instances, the hospital staff, after somebody dies in the hospital, may ask the family, hey, listen, would you like an autopsy? It will help us determine what was the cause of death. It'll help us better understand why people die. For many religious reasons, a lot of families choose not to have an autopsy. But for those who do proceed forward with an autopsy, the pathologist will then try and determine what was the cause of death. Now, I will tell you that knowing what the cause of death is can sometimes help you and sometimes hurt you. And here's what I mean. We call that a double-edged sword. So if the autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was unrelated to anything done wrong, then you're going to be unable to bring a case for wrongful death. If, on the other hand, it shows that this was something that may have been preventable, then we might have a viable case to bring for negligence or medical malpractice, depending upon what it was that caused or contributed to that person's death. So when a person dies, we always want to know, as one of the first questions, what was the cause of death? Oftentimes the family will turn around and say, oh, he died of a heart attack, or his heart stopped, or he had cardiopulmonary arrest. All that means is that the lungs and the heart stopped working. Well, that's not sufficient enough for us to go forward to show that because of somebody else's carelessness, now he suffered a cardiac arrest. We need much more than that. Now, can you still bring a lawsuit? Can you still bring a wrongful death case if you do not have an autopsy? The answer is yes. In many instances you can, but in a medical malpractice case, for example, we still need to have medical confirmation by a qualified medical expert that not only was there wrongdoing, but that the wrongdoing caused injury, and obviously that the injury is significant or permanent. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding to what goes on when evaluating a wrongful death case here in the state of New York. You know, I recognize you probably have questions of your own involving your own particular matter. And if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.